They're looking. They're out there looking, and they're looking for you, or they're looking for that counselor that they need to see and to share their problems with. And if you don't see the material, they're going to move on. So make sure, if you need something, call me. I'm going to do my best to get it to you as fast as possible, stick it into where that box is, and or whatever, however it is we need to get it to you, okay? In-service training and support, advice, offer the staff, say, look, I'm really good at, doing this and this and this, and I would love to offer my services, just give that to them. Don't charge them, just give it to them. Because they're going to turn around and go, wow, that was so valuable. And here, this person is really good. Let me just, give you some referrals. Speak at their events through TP Speakers Group. I can tell you that there are some of our therapists that are taking advantage of this, and their calendar's just like going bing, 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 bing. And Ernesto's one of them. He has even set up a couple speaking groups for a couple of the other counselors. I mean, he's just like all over the place, and I'm like, wow. He goes to other churches when he can. So whatever it takes. And if they want you to speak, it doesn't have to be your satellite. It can be any surrounding church or any group or anything. Have them contact me. We'll do it through the speakers group. We tell them that it's either a fee basis with a sliding scale or a love offering. Or like a couple times, Ernesto spoke, they gave him a dinner card, that's fine. But if they do cash value stuff, it goes straight to your charge, you get that 100%. Okay? We're not going to take any of that. The only thing that we ask you to do when you go to those speakers thing is to promote Turning Point with brochures, and actually I have been working on creating a PowerPoint. So if you have the opportunity to have, a projector, take, 5 minutes at the end or the beginning and show them this. And then, we can personalize it too for you, putting your name and that kind of stuff on there. And then the last thing is offer to provide supervision for their church leaders in their small groups. And what that means basically is if, you have a small group, say a marriage small group, and, these people are not professionally trained to lead them. They're just willing vessels and stuff, and they might come across things that are really, really tough to deal with. I have a small marriage group from my church that we do out of my house. And sometimes I sit there and I go, whoa, this is like really bad. I wish I had one of my, or three of my counselors here right about now. But they might, really glean from, just say, do you have questions? Do you have issues? Let me help you with that. Let me give you some advice. Or here's a really great book. Or here's some flyers, that kind of thing. So it's real easy stuff to do. But what I'd like you to do is take 2 or 3 of these things that you're currently not doing on here, check them off, sign and date it today, say that I will do this month, find a partner, and be willing to give it to them, okay? And then your partner gives you theirs. And then I would suggest and strongly encourage you once a week to call your partner, email your partner, say, how you doing? How's it going? How's the marketing things going? Have you done this one? Yeah, how did it go? Get really detailed about it. Okay, see what it looks like. Now, what I'd like to do now is just kind of open it up for ideas, suggestions. What are you doing that's working, that's not working? Brainstorming. Is there something we missed? I missed it. That kind of thing. And see what we can come up with. Lucy.
Yeah, I was just thinking on the return on calls, there are times when I don't have time between to do that. Maybe I have 1 or 2 minutes and it's not time for a new client in particular. And then I will call them and say, I'm going into session now, but I'd like to call you at the end of the hour if that will work for you. And they all say yes. because I want them to know I got their call and I will be back with them.
Absolutely.
Rather than just wait for an hour or two when I do have time. And then this way, then I know I've gotta make sure my session is wound up, at the appropriate time that I need to, so I will have time, 5 minutes or so to speak with them.
That's great. Have you ever guys walked into a store or a restaurant or something, and the person at the counter is either doing something or they're on the phone or whatever, and they see you walk in, they looked up to you, there was eye contact and whatnot, but they never acknowledged you. And you stand there for 20 minutes, and they're, they could say, I'll be with you in a moment, or, whatever. For me, that's just common courtesy, is just acknowledge me. Let me know that you have heard from me. And so that is a great point. You don't have time to talk, but do a minute call. That's great. Anything else, Heather?
What, I have a question. When
Yeah.
are our cards coming in? Are new cards?
I am hoping that by the end of next week.
New cards?
Yeah, does anybody else need cards? Because I can still put them in. And if you need them, now's the time, because it's cheaper when you do a bunch together.
How much?
For a box of 250 is $45. Box of 5 would be just double that.
I've been emailing the newsletter to some people, and I emailed it to myself, and it didn't work. So I'm wondering if it's only once a month that the emails go out, or if I put their email in, does it go there
The
directly
email, a
immediately?
newsletter comes out once a month.
Uh-huh.
If you are emailing them directly from when you get it, they're not going to automatically get it. You need to send their email in, or tell them to go to our website. And as soon as they go in, on the left-hand side column, there's a little thing that says sign up for our email. All they have to do is put their email address in there.
I've been doing the one send it to a friend, and then I put a note. But
Uh-huh.
I tried it to myself, and it didn't send it. So I'm wondering if it's only sent out once a month, or is it sent out immediately when you put the email in there? Do you know what I'm
It's
saying?
sent out once a month. They would only get it, if they came to our website and they signed up
Uh-huh.
with their email address, they would only get it when we send it out.
Oh, okay. All right. I was using it as a tool to market.
Well, you can do that, but if they want to get it on a regular basis, once a month, then they need to sign up. Or you can send us their email address. But that's another great avenue. One of the things that this other one said about it was, using the online, email thing. And they suggest that you do it through, the company, and not through your personal one. So, we do it either through the newsletter or do it through your Turning Point email address. It's just a little bit more safer in terms of legality and emailing people, that kind of stuff.
I tried to cut and paste and do it that way. It didn't work, so I'll need to talk to you about that. So it would be great if we could have that other email go out immediately once you sign them up for a newsletter. But I
Yeah,
don't know if
well,
that's
unfortunately,
possible.
we don't have that kind of a system set up, so.
Okay.
You could always email that individual and give them the link to our site where they can look
Sure.
at the archive.
Yes.
They can pull up any of the previous.
Yeah.
Right underneath
Monthly
where they
letters
sign
that
up
have
is the
been-
archive
Yeah.
link, that all of the newsletters are there.
You know what I do is copy them and keep them for myself, and this way if I have a client that's applicable, I'll hand that out,
Great,
the article.
yeah. So, because some good stuff in there. Every month when I'm editing and I'm reading, I'm like, wow, this is good, I really get blessed by it. I do. I learn so much, so. Anybody else? Brandon, what do you do for marketing that works for you?
Well, not much recently, I'll tell you. I don't know, seems like it's been rough, like we were talking about. I talked to you a little bit about the economy's been kind of tough, so I think that's slowed down business. Yeah, I love to just chat with the administrative assistants at the church, or even talk to the pastor. I mean, it's do a monthly checkup with them, just to show that we care, that we're there, that we know that they're there, and that we care for them, and make sure that their needs are getting met, so those are a couple that seem to work.
Okay. Keith? Are you with us?
I like to schmooze.
You like to schmooze?
Show up early and schmooze. And I like to talk to the clients or the church staff about being on the healing team.